Okay, so another awesome thing about pumpkin season, if you haven't seen my last few videos, when you roast a pumpkin, not only can you use the flesh to make pumpkin puree, to make pumpkin soups, and all kinds of pumpkin desserts, but you can also use the seeds and make a delicious snack. So when I roasted my pumpkins a couple nights ago, actually last night, I saved the seeds. And what I did was I pulled them all apart from the stringy kind of inner flesh and then rinsed them all off. And then you spread them out on paper towels on a cookie sheet to dry overnight. And if you can, about halfway through, try to change out the paper towels, the wet ones, for another set of dry ones. So as you can see here, I've got all of my dried pumpkin seeds on my cookie sheet. So now, super simple, I'm going to toss these all in a bowl, and I've got 2 tablespoons of grass-fed butter melting on the stove right now. You can also use ghee. You could use coconut oil as well, but I recommend butter because I'm going to be doing pumpkin spice, roasted pumpkin spice pumpkin seeds. So that the flavors of the cinnamon and the ginger and the brown sugar and the nutmeg go really well with butter. My favorite is Kerrygold Irish butter, and not just because I'm Irish and my family's Irish, but also because it's, in my opinion, the most delicious butter out there. Although I will say I was just traveling in Iceland and their butter was definitely on par with the Irish butter my family is used to. So I'm going to, again, put these seeds in a bowl, throw the 2 tablespoons of melted butter on top, and then I'm going to add in some pumpkin pie spice, which is a blend of like cinnamon, cardamom, ginger, nutmeg, cloves, and lemon peel, and then a little bit more cinnamon, some pure vanilla extract, and then about a tablespoon each of brown sugar and white sugar. This is organic biodynamic cane sugar. I try to avoid the super processed stuff if I can, but you know, sometimes when you're baking, it's fun to just indulge and enjoy. So I'm going to throw that all together in a bowl. Alright, so I've mixed that all up really well. All of the seeds and the sugar and the spices and the butter. And then I lined my cookie sheet with foil, and then you can grease it, again, lightly grease it with either coconut oil, butter, or ghee. So now I'm just going to spread these out in a nice even layer. And while I was doing all this, I preheated my oven to 300 degrees. And really make sure that these are in a single layer. They'll roast much easier if they're not all piled on top of each other. I've just got a small baking sheet here because this was the seeds from about 3 small sugar pie pumpkins. Alright, then I'm going to just sprinkle a little more cinnamon right on top, and then a little bit more brown sugar right on top of that. These are going to be so good. Alright, now I'm going to throw these in the oven for about 45 minutes at 300 degrees. Alright, those are done. I left them in a little bit longer than 45 minutes, so mine are a little bit caramelized, but still delicious, and they're going to make such a great snack for me throughout this week. Full of fiber, full of protein, and you know, something that you otherwise would have thrown away when you were cooking with your pumpkin. So it's a great way to reduce food waste and make a delicious snack. It's kind of a win-win. Your turn.